Hi all, it's just Cassie and it's day 4. I know I've missed a couple of days, but I've just had a reoccurrence of the flu and just been in bed. Don't think you'd like to see me when I'm all sick and icky. Um, but this is my day 4 for you. I will document the weekend, but I promised you an exercise on how to get the body aligned and that using sound. So I suggest you stand up for this because you need to feel where these noises vibrate in your body. Okay, I'll sit down and demonstrate it first. And the word is you. And as you do it, you see where the energy is concentrated. If you're empath, you probably notice this really well. At the moment, I can see all the energy is around my heart. It's probably protecting my lungs and that, just because I've been sick. But what we need to do is try to use these words to push all this energy down through our feet, out through our arms, and up. This is all using intention, and a lot of these exercises is through your thought and intention. Sometimes I think my work's about archetypes, sometimes I think it's about spirituality. I think they both come together and be both. Where archetypes is more a mental image of what's going on, and spiritual stuff is more a heart energy things. So either which way, if you're more a mental person and rely more on that energy, or if you're more a heart person, you might rely on your emotions and all that kind of stuff. I'm the full embodiment of that. As I said, I live all through the dimensions, so I understand all these different things. Sometimes I think it's just archetypes, and that's when things feel like a little bit too much for me, because sometimes the spiritual stuff and seeing things and ghosts do feel like too much for me, and I need to close down and think it's just something else, even though I know it's not. But when I need to go to work or live a normal life where I can't talk to people about what's going on, it's easy just to do that. Okay, so another one is that's to open your third eye and the access consciousness, and I think we've all heard of that. But that's more about your upper chakras. This is more about balancing your energy and pushing it where it needs to go. Like, I'm doing this because this is usually how I do a sweep. I call it my sweep because I do push my energy down using my hands. And if you well practice, sometimes that's all you need to do is just push that energy where you need it to go. But this is me talking about other ways of using vocal to push your energy where it needs to go. Well, I'm going to stand up, but I just wanted to show you my face when I did it, so you can see the sounds that I'm making and the face that I'm making when I go. This is actually how I got over my fear of public speaking, and apparently using this exercise beforehand and scrunching your toes when you get nervous is a good way just to keep you on track. Okay, so I'm going to stand up, and if we just do this for 5 minutes, if you need more, just press pause, go and give yourself more. It's good to do it like in front of a mirror so you can actually see the sounds you're doing, but it's not necessary. I should show you the tapping technique too if you get anxiety like me and calming yourself down. Okay, I'll do that next week or the next video, but let's concentrate on food for now. Okay, don't do it until you're dizzy. If you start feeling dizzy, that means that energy is out of balance. But just stop. Take some time to recalibrate if you are feeling dizzy before you do it again. Okay, as I said, if you need more time, just press pause and give yourself that time, because it really will make your day a lot better as well, knowing that all your energy is in balance. Sorry, I haven't done this for a while because I've been unwell, but I can actually really feel the difference. I'm glad I started tapping, because tapping is another way of because we've got these meridian points throughout our body, and we tap them. It just sort of wakes them up and just helps with a lot of nervous things. A lot of people use this actually through tapping to break bad habits and start a more healthier lifestyle. And it's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. I'm not really the the best person to explain that, but I do use EFT for myself. But I suggest that you look it up. It really has helped me overcome some of my phobias. Because since my mum, well, this is one of my biggest phobias I had when I was younger. My mum died when she was 29. My mum's nan, or my nan, my mum's mum died when she was 30. Somehow in my mind, I thought I was going to die at 28. I thought my family was cursed. It really provoked a lot of fear in my life. And also at that time, my life was chaotic too. This is when I was going through domestic abuse with my husband. Well, not my husband, but my previous partner. And we were all together for 7 years, so we're a well-developed relationship, but something just clicked in that relationship, and there was a lot of bad stuff going through, so I really thought it was quite possible I could die at that time. But I got out of there because I wisened up, and I got smart, and I wanted to live, and I had something to live for. So, but if I never blame the woman who gets stuck in those situations, because sometimes when you are in those points, there's no answer that comes to you straight away. It's more your survival kicks in and just thinks, I have to get out of here. And I think I stayed there for so long because of my upbringing. My dad was twice as nasty to me growing up, and I thought I could take the physical abuse but not the mental abuse. And my ex-partner was very physical, not mental. So I thought he wouldn't break me. And it's a stupid reason to be put into that situation. And also, growing up quite religious, being broken up or having divorce in our family wasn't well looked upon. So there's a lot of pressure for me to make that relationship work no matter what. And come on, my heart was in it there too. I think I did love him at the time, and I think what brought us together was both our wounds. And I think it's not the person that destroyed us. I think it was the relationship of us loving each other because of our wounds and holding on to those past wounds that destroyed us. In a way, it was a catalyst for my healing, even though it's sad that I put my whole body through that and my whole emotional self through that. But I think it was necessary for me to become the person I am and to outshine the person I could be. Um, like as I said, I thought it was normal. My dad, he's a lot better now, and he's got help, but he is a nasty piece of work. Like growing up, when I was a kid, I can't believe I'm sharing this, but you know, my mum and dad used to fight physically, and there's a time where I recall my dad putting my mum's head through a door. This was just normal for me. I know it's not normal, but you got to think of where people come from before you judge them. And at least having that experience, I don't judge. I have compassion and just wish they knew a better way. And so I'm here hoping I can show people a better way and letting people grow into who they need to be for themselves and need to be for this world. Because when a person heals and learns how to love themselves, there is more love to give to others and freely open up to help the world instead of people being stuck and being confused. I'm hoping that my stories, my life, will be able to give people direction to wake up and feel what it is to feel life and feel love. You know, I'm not perfect. I was thinking about an example on the weekend. I wanted my partner to come to bed because it was like 4 o'clock in the morning and the sun was coming up and I can't sleep. He told me it was, but it got stuck in his game. And I just knew he was going to continue and was like, come to bed, please come to bed. And like I pushed him. He goes, please give me 5. I said, you're still doing stuff. So it was a little bit of a power struggle and argument. But then he said, shut the fuck up, I'll come to bed when I'm ready. And even though that wasn't personally towards me, that shut the fuck up hurt my feelings, so I just walked off and went into bed. I didn't want to cuddle him, but I didn't want to not cuddle him. I knew both would hurt me because of the sensitivity I have. And I knew it's not personal to me, but I don't like people talking to me that way. So he wanted to go in the bed, be cuddly, and I said, no, you hurt my feelings. Leave me alone. But, you know, I couldn't sleep. So what I did, I pretended I was a mountain. I was strong enough. The earth was going to support me. I knew this was only temporary. And I'd feel better, but I wanted sleep. I needed sleep. So at this time, I just pretended I was a mountain and just believed that I had this waterfall running through me, healing me. And the mountain didn't move. The mountain is solid. The mountain is strong. The mountain can take whatever happens to it. So I used that imagery going to sleep as I was a mountain. Obviously, the next day, I knew the situation and the situation healed itself. Because he says sorry and that, but me, I'm a person, if someone's hurt my feeling, I just need space. If you don't give me space, I just fester and it just feels horrible for me. So obviously not perfect and that, but things still affect me. But I have better ways of dealing with things, and I have all these strategies that have helped me survive the worst of life. And from there, it's only getting better because I know how to love myself, the worth. I've created such beautiful relationships with these special people when I felt vulnerable. and needed help. And even though my life seemed grim and I don't know how I survived it all, I really do feel blessed, because it's like my little journey. It's like coming from darkness, finding darkness, but seeing these little lights along the way. These lights just didn't shine. They reached out, grabbed my hand and saying, Cassie, come to us to the light. Come, come. You don't need that anymore. Come. We'll show you the way. And I guess I've seen these situations from both sides of humanity. Yet there's some people, I don't think they're bad people. I think they're just poisoned from their own life experience and they haven't got help. And they're sick. And they didn't have the opportunities that people just keep reaching out and saying, Cassie, come on. Cassie, I'm here. Come on. We'll take you there. So, you know, I was lucky. I had people who believed in me and said, Cass, you don't need this. You don't deserve this. Come with us. We'll show you the way. I don't believe everyone has that opportunity. But I did. And I think that's half the reason I survived. And I think that's having those experiences, that's half the reason I want to help other people too. Just realize that, you know, bad things happen, but that doesn't mean that's your life. Anyway, I've noticed it's 16:50. I've talked about enough. I think if I go into another subject, it might be a little bit longer. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for listening, and love and light, Cassie.